Hey, what's up guys, this is Darkroom Duelist, and today I've got another deck profile for you guys. And today, it's Shaddolls. I know this is a tier 1 deck, and I said I don't really care for tier 1 decks, but I really like the art of these cards, and I did actually pick up this deck for about 40 bucks off of a friend of mine when he was quitting Yu-Gi-Oh! A long time ago, when Shaddolls weren't that expensive. And now they are. But hey, I had them, I built them, so let's get into it. First off, I'm only opting to play double beast, because I think with more than one beast, it can get really cloggy. It is a good draw power card, but with how many cards I'm playing in this deck that can send it to the graveyard, I do think that only 2 is necessary in my build. Then I'm playing one dragon. Yet again, I only really need one because I do have a lot of cards that will send him to graveyard. I do like the compulsory effect where he flips it back to your hand. That's a really cool effect, and I love dragon for it, and I wish I could play more of him, but the deck is really tight on space to get it down to 40. And I would play more than 40 cards in the deck, but to get to my fusions, I just don't. It needs to be more consistent. Then I'm playing 3 copies of Squidmata, because Squidmata can destroy a monster by a card effect if it's flip face up, and it's also a Foolish Burial. And every build that I've seen plays 3 Squidmatas. Squidmata adds consistency to the deck, and it's 3 Foolish Burials when it's sent to the graveyard. Then I'm doing something a little different. I'm playing double Hedgehog because I want to be able to get to my Shaddoll fusions as quickly as possible, because the majority of my extra deck is fusions. So that's why I'm playing Squidmata, or not Squidmata, Hedgehog. Hedgehog is just, I love Hedgehog. You got to go fast in this deck, and so, you know, that's why I play double Hedgehog, because you got to go fast. Then I'm playing 3 copies of Shaddol Falco, and I know this is a little weird, but the reason that I'm playing 3 copies of Shaddol Falco over 1, 2 or so is because when it's flipped face up, I can special summon any of my other Shaddol fusions, and I'm playing quite a few Shaddol fusions or Shaddol fusion monsters in this deck, and so that's why I'm playing 3 copies of it. Plus, it's a tuner, and it's just personally my favorite Shaddol. If it's sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can reborn it, and then if your opponent attacks into it, you flip it, and it reborns any other Shaddol fusion monster. So, I mean, I love it. Or any other Shaddol for that matter. So, I mean, you have a beast engraved, you flip this face up, you get beast face down, and then you flip beast up next turn, or your opponent attacks into beast, and you get a +2. You know, that's why I love it. And then that is 11 Shaddolls for this deck. I know a lot of people play like 12, maybe 13 or so, but I think 11's fine. And then I'm playing 4 Earth targets in the form of 3 Mathematicians, which adds 6 Foolish Burial or 6 Foolish Burial cards in this deck. So far, I do play like 9 ways to send cards from my deck, which makes this deck super consistent. And then my last Earth target is a Pero Cerberus. I just think it's a great card. I watched a lot of Japanese duels with Shaddolls before Pero Cerberus come out, and I saw all the combos to, you know, use it with, and I just fell in love with this card before it even came out in Premium Gold. And so that's why I love it. I'm actually playing 6 light targets, and I'll show you. One of them is an interesting tech card that I'm going to really suggest to you guys, but I will get to it. First, I'm playing 1 BLS because with 6 light targets and 11 dark targets just in the main deck, you know, you can get him out pretty easy. Then this is one of my tech cards. I do have 2 tech cards that are light cards, and one of them is Thunder King Ryo. Thunder King Ryo really shuts down like Teller Knights. When I'm doing, like, if I'm playing against my girlfriend and she's playing Harpies, and I normal summon this, and somehow I pop her Hysteric Sign, she can't search. And it stops my own Black Wings. Just for instance, I went up against one of my friends, Jason. He was playing Teller Knights. He normal summoned this, and I was like, well, shit, I lost, didn't I? Because I can't get over it. Because I didn't draw Kalute. But, you know, that's a story for another day. Then I just don't like monster effects, so I play Triple Effect Veiler. I love Effect Veiler in this deck. It is amazing. Triple Effect Veiler, you know, you send it to grave for, you know, your light target, or you send it to grave from hand and negate a monster effect. It helps so much. It slows down the opponent so much that you can get your combo plays off. Because you know Shaddolls can brick quite a lot, but mine doesn't brick as much as you'd think it would. But then here's my 1 tech card. And before you see it, I want you to comment below and tell me what you think it is. And I will reveal what it is. I will give you 1 hint. It is a fairy monster. But here we go. Here it is. It is Cephalon, the Ultimate Time Lord. And the reason that I'm playing one Ultimate Time Lord is because of this. If you have 10 or more cards in your graveyard, you can special summon him. So he's kind of a late game card. So if you get that far into late game, yes, he is dead at the beginning of the duel, but you can always fuse him away if you don't need him. But if you have a fairy in your graveyard that is level 8, or I think it's level 7, no, it's level 8 or higher, you can special summon it, but its effects are negated, meaning you can special summon Construct, and Construct becomes a 4K beater. So you have 2 4K beaters on the board, which really can wrap up a duel really quickly. And that's it for the monsters. It's 11 Shaddolls, 4 Earth targets, and 6 Light targets, which is about 21 monsters. So let's get into the spells. I'm playing 1 Raigeki, pretty self-explanatory. I'm playing 1 Foolish Burial because it will, let me send any of my Shaddolls and get their secondary effects. Then I'm playing 3 copies of Shaddoll Fusion because I need the consistency, and, getting them out fun as hell. Then I'm playing 3 El Shaddoll Fusions also, because it's honestly, in my opinion, the better Shaddoll Fusion, because you can activate it on your opponent's turn in a clinch moment, because it's a quick play. Then here's my tech card for spells, and that is 3 copies of Mass Change 2. I like making Dark Law in this deck, because I am running 11 targets in the main deck to make Dark Law. Dark Law is an awesome card in the current meta, because if you go against Quillhorts and they play Scout, you can make them discard something, and it's banished, and they don't get their pendulums off. You play against BA, they search, you send it to grave. Against any meta deck at this point, Mass Change with Dark Law is a crucial player in this deck, and you can win with just Dark Law, almost. Then I'm playing 1 Ring of Destruction. That's it for the spells, by the way. Playing 1 Ring of Destruction. I'm playing 1 copy of Crush Card Virus, because I do play quite a few targets for it. I'm playing 1 copy of Vanity's Emptiness, because sometimes I just need to shut my opponent down, even more without Winda. Then I'm playing 1 Shaddoll Core, because Core lets me re-add my other Shaddoll fusions back to hand. And then I'm playing 2 Sinister Shadow Games, because with this Foolish, Squidmana, and Mathematician, that equals 9 targets to send, or not 9 targets, but 9 ways to send my Shaddolls to the graveyard to get their effects off. And as you well know, with Shaddolls, they thrive in the grave. And then I'm playing 2 copies of Mistake, because with Thunder King, it makes it 3, and with Dark Law, it makes it 5. So, I just love it. Now let's get into the extra deck. That's it for the main deck. I would be playing more copies of Mistake, but to be honest with you, I think 2 is fine with 1 Thunder King. Any more than that, and it makes it just too damn cloggy. But let's get into the extra deck. I'm playing 3 copies of El Shaddoll Construct, because in my opinion, it is the best one. It is another way of foolishing your, cards to the grave. And to be honest with you, when I go into her, usually I'll send Shaddoll Core to the grave, and then, re-add my spell that I fused her with. Then I'm playing double Shikinaga, or Shikigami, or whatever you want to say, the Earth one. And I just think it's a really cool big beater. It's an awesome card. It's really awesome art, and it's just great. I love this card. This would be a Lith, but I don't have Lith yet, or the Water Shaddoll Fusion. I wouldn't play Grista, to be honest with you. You can play Grista, but this is the Water Fusion. I'm proxying for it because I don't have one. But with it, it really shuts down Nekroz, and it shuts down other Shaddolls, because it makes it so neither player can special summon monsters with spells or traps. But, I don't have one yet, but I will be getting one soon. Then I'm playing only 2 Winda, because extra deck space is tight, and to be honest with you, I don't think I need more than 2 Windas, because I'm mostly going to be going for Construct, or, I only really need 2 Windas, personally. With all the Falcos, you just don't need more than that. Then I'm only playing double Dark Law with 3 copies of Mass Change 2 in the main deck. You really don't need more than 2, because you won't draw them, and then you won't have targets. And so it kind of wastes extra deck space to have more than 2. That's it for all the fusions, even though I don't even really consider Dark Law a fusion. It's really more of a, I don't even know. It's not a fusion to me. Then I'm playing 1 copy of Leo for the Synchros. I'm playing 1 Goyo, because 4 plus 2 equals banana. And then I'm playing one copy of Archimedes. Light target, earth target, and then another earth target if I need it. But yeah, that's all the synchros. And then I'm playing one copy of Castell for my XZs because I'm only playing, I believe, with 3 Squidmatas, 1 Dragon, and 1 copy of Thunder King. I think I'm only playing about 5 targets for, overlays. So I'm only playing 2 overlays or XYZs in the form of Abyss Dweller to stop BA and Castell just for any, situation. But yeah, guys, this is my Shaddoll deck profile. I want to know what you think about my techs. Don't forget to comment down below, tell me what you think, and subscribe. And, just tell me what you think. I really appreciate it when you guys tell me what you think. And don't forget to check the description below for a really cool Yu-Gi-Oh page. They're called Yu-Gi-Oh on Facebook, and they provide me all my Yu-Gi-Oh news. Originally, they're the ones that told me about Pero Cerberus. And yeah, they're really awesome. You should just check them out. They're in the description, but don't forget to check them out. I'll catch you guys later. This is Dark Arm Duelist, and I'm out.